inside the pier now. All of them. Must be 100 of them.
Look at the fish.
Hundreds of them. Literally hundreds of them.
Yeah.
Okay guys, we got our fish food out here and it's got worms coming out of it. I guess it's been in the bag a little too long. We're throwing it out there on the pond. The fish they loving them. We're fixing to start feeding the fish here. I'm going to show y'all something. I just want to get these worms off here and let them eat them. They get them every time. Any time they hit the water, they got them. Good morning, everybody. This is Danny from Deep South Homestead. We are out here at our pier this morning. Yeah, guys, the pond is down well, we're almost down 5 foot now. We still haven't gotten any rain to put water in the pond. I think we got like 1.5 to 2 inches all together, but just a little light rains. Nothing to put any water in the pond. So we're out here because our pond's so low, we're feeding the fish. And they are literally loving the fact that we're feeding them. I mean, there's just right down here, like by the pier down here, there's hundreds and hundreds of these things in the water. It may be kind of hard to see them on the camera, but even the teeny tiny ones, I mean, I see them down there ain't 1 inch long down there, and I know the camera's probably not going to pick them up. But look at these big brim, like right here in front of us there. There's a big one right there. Look at the size of them old big brim. And then way out yonder, you'll see them, and look at them coming up. They just float up. Miss Wanda's got her ducks in the pond. She didn't want real ducks because if they destroy a pond. So she went and got her a bunch of these hunting ducks like we used to use when we duck hunted. But the fish are loving the fact that I'm keeping them fed. It's really helping the pond, and it being low like it is, because the water is so clear, you can see way down in the water out there. It may not show up on the camera, but it's almost like a mirrored image of everything. I mean, literally. It's just amazing how blue the sky is today. And hot? Yep, it's hot. Don't let nobody fool you about that. It's already screaming hot this morning. But we keep doing this every day to make sure that our fish stay fed. I just want to mention, we got so many comments on our videos about people say, would somebody please tell me why they're not irrigating their corn with this pond? Well, there's a good reason. When your pond is this low, you don't take any water out of it because it's at the static water level now, and I don't want to be taking water from this and putting up on top of the hill, because then it means I got to have that much more water out of my water system in the ground. I'd rather sacrifice the corn and keep my pond ecosystem going like it is and keep the fish with plenty of water, because the lower the water gets, with this intense sun that we're having, it's just going to heat this water hotter and hotter and hotter. Because we're only, guys, it's the 1st of July. I mean, we still got July and August and parts of September. So we've still got anywhere between 60 to 90 days left of intense heat here. If things do like they usually do. Stuff this year's anywhere between 2 weeks and a month early. Now, I don't know if that means our fall is going to come early or not. But I can't take any chances. So that's the reason we didn't pull any water out of the pond to water the corn up there. It wouldn't have mattered, because when I'm putting an hour's worth of water on that corn every day, soaking that ground as much as I can, and the radiation from the sun, because we've got these things going on with the magnetic field around the earth and all that, it wasn't going to do any good anyway. So there's no sense in sacrificing both things, trying to save one that's not going to work anyway. But I'm enjoying watching the fish out here today. That's one thing that Wanda and I do. We come out here on a daily basis, and all the feeds done floated off now. They're off out way out in yonder. This is them old big fish that's right here, though. I keep seeing them swimming down. See how they're muddying the water up's what it is. That's what's making it so hard to see them down there. They don't seem to feed as heavy as the little ones do. You look way out yonder in the pond out yonder, the little ones are way out there feeding. I don't know if the big ones come in here and run them off, or what actually happens here. The pond is one of our main food sources here. We don't overfish our pond. Our family comes down, and the grandkids and everything, and they'll catch them, you know, a really good mess of fish to take home with them. And Wanda and I'll take 1, 2, or 3, you know, every now and then to eat. And that way it kind of helps keep the ecosystem kind of balanced. Now, if I look and all I see is little tiny fish and I don't see any big ones around, that'll let me know I need to fish it a little heavier. But right now, it looks like everything's working out real good. We've got nice sized brim in here. They're doing a fantastic job. The carp is actually, they're over keeping it clean and it low like it is. I mean, they're not letting anything. I mean, when I mow the grass, I blow all the grass out into the pond, and by the next morning they've cleaned it all up. I mean, they literally go around here and eat all of it.
And the bass in that corner.
Well, the brim are bedding over there because that's a lot of red clay and rocks over there and sand. They have beds in that water everywhere over there, and the poor jokers, I feel sorry for them, because the old bass will sit out there and wait. And when one of them screws up and gets off that bed a little bit too far out, that bass will fly up in there, and I mean, he just about swallows him. I mean,
and we see the water just
yep,
flip.
You'll actually see sometimes they knock them slam out on the bank out there, and they flop around until they get back in the water. I guess it's just the nature of the beast, you know, it's prey, and if you're the prey, you know, you're just in trouble.
Some good sized brim.
Some of them's huge. Water down like this, they just have to be fed, you know. I mean, isn't that amazing? I don't think it's just hard to imagine there's that many of them in there.
Some of them pretty good size, making some water splashing.
Oh yeah.
Look at that.
I mean, ooh, that carp, look at him.
Where?
Oh, he's right, man, that thing must be 3 feet long. Look at him.
Wow. He's the one making.
He's the one making all that splashing. Boy, he is huge.
He is.
His scales must be ½ inch in diameter, looks like.
He's a big boy.
Keep looking to see if I see him coming back, but there's a little one there. There's a little carp. Or is that a bass? That's a bass.
It's hard to tell.
I certainly hope it's a bass anyway.
That's what it looks like, doesn't it?
Yeah, because these are supposed to be sterile.
The carp are.
Yeah, they told me they were sterile because it's against law to sell one is not. Wow. Fish food's floating to the bottom. A lot of them's feeding on the bottom now. Carp's muddying it up. Well, I mean, I'm looking to see, is that a bass or is that a carp?
We ain't putting no little ones in there, so.
No, we haven't put no little ones. That's got to be a bass.
But why is he up with our brim?
I don't know. Maybe he's looking for something to eat. They say you can train them to eat just like the brim. I don't know. There's that carp right there. He's right under the water. He's done muddied it up so it's hard to see him. He's coming around right yonder now. He's under the duck. He's just muddied it up so much, all that splashing to him. Making it hard for any of them to feed. I mean,
there he is.
Yep. Oh, that was a little one. That's one of them other ones we put out, the last ones there, because he's about 12, 14 inches long. He's off over yonder now. Thought I'd get some on top of the... I see him over yonder. He's over there by himself. He don't want to be over here with his brim. He's a big one too, won't he? I'll throw it over there. I'll keep him over there. Ooh, look at him. They're over there. Look, there he is. Look at that. Wow. Look at the size of that thing.
He is so big.
Guys, we're going to see how the catfish are doing. This pond's just as low as the back one is. Watch here. Now this is kind of funny. Watch this. Here, fishy, 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 fishy. Come on, fishy, fishy, fishy. Watch the waves start coming.
The whole surface of the pond starts moving.
There's fish everywhere. I'm talking about some of them suckers are huge. Look at that.
They're just out there by, I don't know how many of them, but there's a lot of them.
And you look at the size of some of them fish coming up there. Some of them's that long.
Yeah.
That's some big old fish. They need all they want.
Till it runs out.
I mean, you look at that. Big old fish. I see a couple of little bitty ones. That means that they've had some little ones. There's one little bitty one way out yonder. He's a little thing, wasn't 6 inches long.
So we have different sizes.
Yeah, some of them's almost 3 feet long and some of them 6 inches long. Big old heads and whiskers. They've learned. They're like vacuum cleaners. They just open their mouth up and scoop.
Some
I'm
of them,
seeing them right here in front of me in the water. Them things are.
they're vacuuming it up now.
I could sit and watch that all day.
Mm-hmm. Our future food source flying around, or
Oh yeah.
floating around in here, I guess.
Yeah. And I mean, I know they raise them because I've seen little ones.
They're all different sizes in here.
Yeah. Plus, there's little old bitty brim. If you get to looking out around them outside edges, there's little old brim everywhere. That one right there, that joker's head must be 5 inches wide.
He's big.
And there's a little one sitting right out front of him out there, a little old bitty one. Well guys, we're still hoping and praying we get some good rain in here, because this, like I said, you can see the culverts over there. It's a good 5 foot low. And it's another 3 or 4 feet down to the water here, and I'm still 3 or 4 foot up to the where Miss Wanda's at up here. And we just need rain. I mean, we're getting a little showers to help things out, keep it alive. It's keeping the grass alive. The cows I let them in here every so often to eat the bahia grass down. But we do need more rain. That's just all I can say is we need more rain. Because I'm a little concerned going into July and August, because we still have a lot of intense heat to go. And I don't want to see the ponds go any lower, because this really is what our water level is at in the ground. Because when Lance dug it, it didn't quite fill up to this point. But since then, it has stayed pretty much at this level. It never went any lower than this. But I'm afraid that going into July and August here, the static water level could go down in the ground some more. So just pray for us. Continue to pray for us that we get some rain. And I know lots of y'all need rain. I can go by the comments. I can tell that a lot of y'all are saying, hey, you know, we ain't getting any rain either. And guys, I made comments here months ago that this was coming, and it's not anything new. It's part of the system that we're having to deal with. Some of it's man-made, some of it's just the solar system doing what it's doing. Ain't nothing we can do about it but make the best of it. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed. If nothing else, I hope you just enjoyed watching the fish today, because Wanda and I, we have to have some sort of happy out of all of this. And for us, the happy is to come out here and feed these fish and watch them enjoy getting some good food to eat here. So once again, thank you guys for following us. And if you hadn't subscribed to us, subscribe to us. Hit the thumbs up button, because it throws us into a better algorithm. And let me say this, a lot of people are making the comment, I don't understand why y'all don't have 1 million, subscribers and all this kind of stuff. We don't play the part that YouTube wants us to play. We don't buy our subscriber list. We don't pay for all that kind of stuff. We just let it happen naturally. We're not out here trying to market everything and trying to be one of these that wants 500,000-600,000 subscribers in the next few months and stuff like this. We just don't do that. We just let it do what it's going to do. And it's probably our fault that we don't say hit the thumbs up button any more than that, because that puts you into an algorithm that puts you out there more. Lots of people, we get word from different people, hey man, buy some votes. You can, I keep saying votes. Buy your subscribers. You can do that. You can pay to have more subscribers. And guys, it just seems dishonest to me. I'm not going to do it. I would rather just do it naturally, and whatever happens, happens. I mean, it's not like it's the end of the world for us if something don't happen. I mean, it's just, we're thankful for everyone that we have here, and we appreciate everybody that comes over here and subscribes to us and watches our videos. It's just, I don't even know the words to use, to be honest with you. We just want everything to be as natural and as honest as it can be. Not some kind of marketing scheme that's made it all happen. So a lot of y'all who have asked or making those comments, I hope that kind of answers that question for you a little bit. We're not trying to be famous or big time YouTubers or anything like that. We're just sharing our life with you, and I hope that you enjoy it as we go through our journey. Thank you guys from Deep South Homestead.